Well, Bat 6 is on the scene, and we're going to be doing a gear review today. So stick with me and we'll check out this gear explosion. What's up, YouTube? Time for another video. This is the obligatory gear list video, and here's my gear explosion. I'm going to start off telling you my pack weight. Comes in fully loaded at obnoxious 39.5 pounds. I know that's pretty dang heavy. First time I went on the AT, my pack was 70 pounds. So I've made some improvements since then. So, but real quick, I said 39.5 pounds fully loaded. That's 7 pounds of water and 4 pounds of food for a 4-day stretch, 4-day section. So that, and I think I'm carrying approximately 5 pounds of extra, what we call winter gear. And that's just something I'm going to have to put up with because I am leaving earlier, and I do expect the cold weather, and I hate being cold. So let's quickly go through this. I try to keep all my videos short. So let's start with the big three, right? The big three, everybody wants to know the big three. The first thing is my pack. This was a gift to me from a couple of my best buddies. It's a Kelty Coyote 65-liter bag. I don't know what material it is, Dyneema, nylon, I don't know. It seems pretty durable. I've never hiked with it, other than a couple training hikes I've done so far. It's got nice side pockets. Got a brain on top. I probably intend on leaving it because I love to just stuff shit in here everywhere. But it's fairly sizable, it's fairly comfortable. One modification, it did just have these little straps on the sides for clipping things on. I added some elastic cordage there so I can actually just take and tuck something in behind there. So I don't know, we'll see how that works. But the Kelty Coyote 65. Hopefully that thing's going to take me all the way. Next item on the big three, my tent. I looked at all of them. I considered all my options, and I ultimately decided on the Big Agnes Copper Spur 2-person tent. It's lightweight, it's super easy, super quick setup. I set this thing up in about 3 or 4 minutes flat. So super easy, super light. Actually, it comes in at 3 pounds for the whole tent. So it's a good tent, hopefully. We'll see. A lot of people use this one, get a lot of good reviews. The sleep system, well, that's part of the big three. So sleeping bag, quilt, what do we do? You know, I don't like being in a sleeping bag. I toss and turn, I like to stick my leg out and everything. So the quilt seemed like a great option. So I went with the Thermarest Chorus. It's a 20-degree down quilt. Pretty light. It comes in at just over a pound and a half. So I'm going to match that up with the Thermarest Neo Air sleeping mat. And just to top it off, I got the Sea to Summit Cool Max sleeping bag liner. 2 reasons. One, I hear that if you use your sleeping bag liner routinely, it's going to keep your sleeping bag or your quilt cleaner. All the dirt's going to be on this thing. So every time you hit town, every time you do laundry, just wash it. And then you got a clean sleep system. So that's nice. The other thing too is that it adds just a couple of extra degrees. Like this is a 20-degree quilt. Pair it with a liner and maybe you're looking at like a 15-degree sleep system. So it's going to add just a little bit extra. So that's the big three. Kelty, Big Agnes, and Thermarest. So we'll take a look at the rest of this gear explosion. Obviously we're going to run into some rain, right? So couldn't decide what to do. I am not a kilt person. I'm not wearing a kilt. And I don't really like being wet, but apparently there's just no way to avoid that. But the Frog Togs, a lot of people say good stuff about them. They have 3 or 4 models out there. They call this their ultralight one. I actually weighed it, and the Frog Togs, I'm sorry, I should have known this stuff. It's less than a pound. It's 12 ounces. 12 ounces, you get a raincoat and rain pants. So, Frog Togs for that. Along the lines of rain, I did pick up this windbreaker. It's a fancy Patagonia, I think it is, Houdini. I mean, this thing is like micro thin. They say it's an amazing windbreaker, and it does help a little bit with a light rain, a light drizzle. So I'll have this as well. That might be why I'm overweight on my pack, right? I got redundant systems. But I think this is going to be comfortable to wear on just a really windy day. Just to, break the wind. So, moving on through, we'll hit the clothes all last. I'll go back down to this end of the table. Camp shoes, I'm going with Crocs. They're lightweight, they're comfortable, they're durable. I mean, they're Crocs. Crocs are the way to go. Ankle gaiters. These are just from REI. That's hopefully going to help keep the sand and pebbles out of my shoes. I did pick up a knit cap for those cold mornings, and some winter gloves. These are supposed to be waterproof, windproof, and thermal protection. We'll see. Those cold, wet, miserable days, you just whatever you can have. Camp towel, and another camp towel. I'm saying a pattern here. So hopefully by the time I've done my 3rd or 4th gear breakdown, shakedown, I'll get rid of some of these duplicates. Z-seat, nobody likes sitting on a log without a pad. This here is a pack cover off my old pack. I used to have a High Sierra pack, and it came with this. My new pack didn't come with a cover. I am packing everything inside of a garbage bag or a bag liner, if you will, to try and keep it dry. But if I'm in a pouring down rain and I'm going to be out hiking in it, I'm going to throw this pack liner on top of it as well. Everything I do to keep that tent and sleep system and clothes dry, right? Because it's going to be miserable if it all gets soaking wet. The food bag, it's a Z-Packs bear bag. Comes with the rucksack and the string and everything, throw it over the thing. Some chow there. My cook system, jet boil. This is an old one. I got this jet boil probably like 10 years ago when I first started hiking. But it's really nice. It's really convenient. It's compact. Everything's in there. It's got the fuels inside of here. It works really nice. It's got the koozie wrapped around it, so it's good for heat up a cup of coffee or whatever. Spoon goes right inside of it. Keep it all together. Sucker's a little heavy though. There's no pocket bucket. The Z-Pack umbrella. I know it's gonna rain. I know I'm gonna get wet, but I just hate the rain, like rain in your face all the time. So I mean, it's nice just to have that covered, even if the rest of your body's getting soaked. At least if your face, and me, I wear glasses. My glasses aren't gonna be covered up and everything. So, little electronics bag here. Got a 20,000 milliamp charger, several cords for the phone. My headlamp, it's a night core, the new core 25 or something like that. This sucker's great. It also has red and flashing and strobes and stuff too. Eyeglass container. I'm bringing an extra pair of glasses. I lose my glasses. They either fall off my head or I set them down or whatever, and then I can't see. So got an extra pair of glasses and an extra pair of sunglasses in there. So it's a little extra item, but I need it. This, I'm not sure it'll make it, packing it. It's a silicone cup. Nice for drinking your coffee out of. But like I said, you can drink coffee right out of the old jet bottle, so may or may not keep this. Like I said, I gotta shave 5 or 10 pounds off this bag, so something's gonna have to give. Moving around this side here, the water system. Good old soda squeeze, right? Everyone loves that. I got a few extra accoutrements in here. I'm carrying extra sports caps for the smart water bottles. I got extra O-rings, the tornado threads so that you can screw the bottle right onto the jet board and everything. I'm also bringing a 3-liter CNOC bag. So the plan is, so I've done a couple of section hikes in, getting water at the end of the day, pain in the butt. But if you can just go down to your water source with just this, no pumps, no filters, no nothing, just go down there, get yourself 3 liters of water, bring it back to your camp, hang it up, and just let it sit there and filter itself as you're doing the rest of your nightly chores at camp. 3 liters, it's enough to refill both my bottles I'm carrying, and it leaves me another liter for cooking, brushing my teeth, maybe take a little bird bath, so freshen up. First aid bag. So I'm old, the joints are old, so inside my first aid bag I'm carrying compression socks for my feet. Obviously we're gonna have to take care of your feet this trip, the whole trip. I mean, with blisters and plantar fasciitis, all kinds of stuff that goes wrong. You know, you gotta take care of your feet. Your feet do swell, you know, putting that much work and pressure on them. So I've seen a couple people, they really highly recommend this, the compression socks. You just wear them at night. You know, squeeze the feet, you get that circulation increased and help your body recuperate overnight. I also have calf sleeves. These I'll wear during the day. Again, it's going to improve the circulation, and it's going to help ward off things like shin splints or just strains in your muscles and stuff. So I have sleeves for my calves, sleeves for my feet, and of course, sleeve for my knee. Both knees, really. I probably should get one more sleeve before I go. Standard hygiene items, toothbrush, toothpaste. There we go again. I got 3 antibacterial things. So yeah, a couple of those can go. I can see some weight coming out of this pack before I'm all done. Other items, chapstick, Neosporin, a couple Band-Aids, an extra lighter, things like that. This is just an extra, I call it ditty bag, I don't know, goodie bag, accessory bag, anything that doesn't really fit in one of those kits per se. I just have some extra cordage. I probably won't need this. This could probably go as well, because the bear bag kit comes with like about a 50 or 75 foot piece of this stuff. So, but kind of like a Boy Scout, I like to have all kinds of ropes and knots and shit like that. Crampons? I've actually never used anything like this before, but I do expect to be walking on some icy trails. You know, snow might not be as slippery, but when, you know, if the rocks are iced over and the trail's iced over, I went ahead and did it. I bought them. They stretch right over your sneakers, right over your trail runners, whatever you're wearing. Micro spikes. These suckers are heavy though. They're like a full pound just for these things. So they will be going home soon. Bug net. Probably won't be net in the bottom half, but man, I've never made it to the top half, but it sure looks buggy up there. Clothing. So let's talk about some of the winter clothes, because I splurged and got the fancy Patagonia Nano Puff. and a Patagonia R1 mid layer. They're nice. And then I went and got a set of merino wool base layer. I basically think I'm gonna have pajamas. It's gonna be my wear at night, but if it's really cold during the day, I might be wearing that underneath my hiking pants. Under those. These were some REI pants. They got the zip off legs. The zipper here at the bottom, so you can put your foot through the pants, even with your shoes on or whatever. So anyhow, that'll be kind of like my winter stuff I wear for the first couple of weeks out there, in combination with this other stuff. The Ex Officio underwear, a couple of pairs of those, a couple of Appalachian shirts. I got 2 short sleeve and 2 long sleeve. Again, there's some of the redundant weight, but I'll probably start with 1 of each and then swap them out and carry on with 1 of each. It's such a lightweight shirt that even though it's long sleeve, for me that's summer wear. I mean, I can wear a long sleeve Appalachian shirt through the whole trail and be completely comfortable. So, and it kind of works as sunscreen for me as well. 2 pairs of shorts. One's a pair of Columbia shorts, and the other one's, I don't remember, Venue or something. I forget what the name of them was. Ori. They had them on sale at REI. They seem really nice. I feel like they're comfortable. They do have sewn in undergarments. Those may have to be cut out. We'll see. Socks. We got 2 pairs of Darn Tough. One of them's in the laundry right now. So, but here's the other one. And a pair of the Ingenji toe socks. Not a toe sock guy. I've never worn a toe sock. Probably should try these on before we start the trail. But these things get really great reviews when it comes to preventing blisters. So can't imagine wearing 2 pairs of socks at the same time. So that's apparently how you do it. So I'm going to, I probably should try that out before I hit the trail. But I got the Ingenjis, and this is just a free pair of socks that came with the under base layer, a merino wool sock. I'd probably keep them for a night. When I get into my tent at night, I'm gonna be cozy. Merino wool, top to bottom, so I don't know. That's pretty much it. I know there's a couple of things I still need to add to my kit. I'm considering the GPS thing. I'm not too worried about any emergencies. I got my phone with me and you have coverage most of the trail. I am getting to sit myself a cool watch, the Garmin. It has altimeter, temperature, pulse rates. So I'm gonna have a new watch for the trail. I didn't have my trail runners out here, but they're New Balance. I think it was Bigfoot that made the recommendation on those shoes. He said he went through like 4 pairs of them, but they were great. I think it was him. Don't quote me on that. But I've tried them. I've got a couple miles in these things. So far, so good. There might be 1 or 2 other pair that I may try before the trip. Right. Hone in on which one's going to be the right one. And last, I don't think I mentioned these. These are my Black Diamond hiking poles. Well, that's it. That's everything. If there's any recommendations you guys got, if you think I got too much stuff or I need more, or if you think I should swap out one item for another item, please let me know. Make a comment, like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that stuff. But yeah, I'd love to hear your input and your comments. So until then, see you on the trail.